Blueface is out of jail, just like he told us he would be in no time. While his mother, Chrisean Rock, is out here prepping his homecoming party, baby mama number one, Jaidyn, wants absolutely nothing to do with it. However, that's not the case for Chrisean, because word is out that she's getting her boots ready to crash the whole show.
That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, but me being at a party with all his people that he deals with is not. That's not gonna make me happy.
So y'all not coming to the coming home party?
If all his that you've invited are gonna be there,
I didn't invite nobody.
Girl,
you seen the whole list? Who on that list?
He invited them then. He on FaceTime invited every single one of them.
Oh, you talking about?
So there's no reason for me to.
I don't even think that girl. They like that.
There's no reason. They've all them, right? So there's no reason for me to be a part of this.
But that's
if he wants to do a family. Like, I don't want him though. I want him to stop doing that. It ain't about wanting him.
It's about like your position is already solidified.
I would like him to stop doing that, and I would like that if he gets out and he wants to do a family meetup at BJ's and whatever at bonfire at the beach. That sounds great. But when it comes to a little party that he's trying to do with everybody, no.
So you guys are not coming to perform at the coming home party.
I don't need to be around
for him to get out.
Just a few weeks ago, she posted a faceless video addressed to Blueface titled, quote, unquote, Dear Blue, where she talked about moving back into his place with their baby, Junior.
Daddy, I'm coming back on me and the baby. I miss you, just waiting on your call. I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
For y'all who've been in the loop, you know this is the same place where Blueface had his father kick her out and throw all of her things out. So it's pretty shocking that Chrisean wants to go back in there, despite the humiliation of, what, being tossed out on your stuff on live?
Yep, everything is out, y'all. He ain't playing. Guess you won't need this anymore. Top of the PM, y'all. This is real. Yeah. It's official.
After that happened, Blueface put out a recorded message to Chrisean, telling her she could move back into the house because apparently she was going through a whole situation and was allegedly homeless. In the recording, Blueface mentioned that he was doing it for Junior, saying he wanted him to get on his feet, as in literally start walking.
Hello world. This is a message for Chrisean and Gina Malone. I accepted you back in with open arms so you can get on your feet. Ultimately, so my son can get on his feet. I offered you money just so you could solely focus on our son taking his first steps before his second birthday. I don't need you. I don't know what this jewelry heist ransom story you got going on is about, but if you have the funds to get your own space, you're more than free to do that. I thought I was doing you a solid. You know, you were homeless.
It's been the talk of the streets for almost 2 years now, since the birth of Junior, that there may be some developmental issues going on with him, especially because he hasn't been reaching the typical milestones for his age, such as walking. The internet labeled his condition Ducat syndrome, based on Junior's high-pitched crying and facial features, which some said resembled those associated with the condition.
Ooh, let's pop our This is where I be. This is where I be lying. Hold on, my baby crying.
Now, Chrisean has been very defensive about people saying that Junior has a condition, something many indirectly blame her for, since, let's be real, she was heavy on the bottle and pot while pregnant. However, it hasn't just been the internet talking about it. Blueface's mom, Carissa, mentioned it during one of her usual Instagram live rants, saying her heart was crushed when she saw Junior for the first time, and she basically confirmed the internet's suspicions that something was going on with him.
It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures or, making it not. I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was to that extent.
Blueface himself wrote about it in a post that read, "My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." In another tweet, he continued, "B smoked the blunt on the way to the hospital. B was fed to do a concert smoking before labor. You smoked your way to birth." It's reported that Chrisean is allegedly angry that Blueface is using Junior as an excuse to let her back in the house, not because he actually cares about her. The part of his recorded message where he mentioned wanting Junior to walk seemed to strike a nerve, as it's another confirmation to many that something might be wrong with Junior, because by now, that boy should have been walking. However, Chrisean insists Junior is fine, saying she's been getting him the help he needs.
Play with my son, leave him out of this argument, bro. Why lie like that? Why play like, at least get him to walk? Bro, you don't even know what's going on.
If you have a roller bag, please
you don't even know what's going on.
Sideways like a
you don't. You don't know what's going on.
Flat. Put your roller bag in sideways.
He the only nigga, only father I see that try to tear down his kid. I'm always with my son. Why y'all keep trying to do that?
That roller bag in wheels in first.
That's crazy. I took off a whole year. My son had all the attention, all the care he needed. I don't, that's weird. Y'all want me to show stuff and no, it's none of y'all business. Talking about why is your son not walking? Who said that? That's what I'm saying. His daddy want to be hurtful right now, petty right now, weird,
In light of all that, word on the street is that Chrisean is really mad at Blueface for bringing up Junior's alleged condition again and using it as leverage against her. So, she pulled up to his house and moved all her stuff out.
Baby sleep. Guys. Vince, tell me what we doing. We moving my shit in my other house. Real, bro, what the is happening? That's crazy, bro. Gotta get the baby stuff. Chrisean, Jesus, let's go to our new home. First, Mama got to pick up the Maybach truck. Then we on our way home. We're going on our... Yo. Just in case they try to say I left the house dirty, this how I left it. Cause they f***ing lying. And then they try to say, oh, we had her stuff at storage. No, y'all had my stuff. Y'all had my stuff back here in the Corvette. Look, this is where they had my stuff at. Hiding in the Corvette. This is some of my stuff. Look, the baby stuff.
He ain't show y'all everything because he lied. It was never in storage. It was all at his house, hiding. They hid my, Blueface hid my, gave me an ultimatum to come back home on his terms, on some demonic. He never kicked me out, and the house was never dirty.
According to recent rumors, Chrisean is bringing that same energy to Blueface's homecoming party. Carissa is reportedly planning everything, from the guest list to the food, drinks, and even the color of the flowers on the dinner table. And while she has her trusted assistant and party planner, Jaidyn, helping her behind the scenes, Jaidyn has made it clear that she won't be attending the event either. The reason? Apparently, Blueface has been inviting every Tom, Dick, and Harry to the party, including a long list of his ex-girlfriends. Jaidyn supposedly doesn't want any smoke. She'd rather have a small family get-together to celebrate his return than be caught up in a full-blown house party, which, rumor has it, Chrisean is planning to crash. In the past, Jaidyn and Chrisean tried to squash their differences and co-parent their kids like grown women, but it didn't exactly work out. Since then, they've been throwing not-so-subtle shade at each other online. Anyway, here's what some folks are saying about this whole mess. One person commented, "Jaidyn doesn't even want to be a part of it, while Chrisean is out here begging to be added to the flyer." Another added, "Y'all know Chrisean gonna find her way there and start some stuff." I don't blame Jaidyn for not wanting to be around or be bothered with that mess. And finally, someone else chimed in with, "I like Jaidyn. I'm glad she's protecting her peace and refusing to be part of the craziness. I hope she finds someone who can love her properly." Jaidyn is the change y'all expected to see in Chrisean, but it never happened. While we wait for this show to blow up, we want to hear from you. What do you think will happen if Jaidyn, Chrisean, Blueface, and Carissa end up under one roof at that homecoming party? Y'all, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and watch the next video, because, boo, let me tell you, it's just as messy. Cardi B might have once ruled the world with her loud mouth, chart-topping hits, and unfiltered Bronx attitude. But lately, baby, the tides have turned. What once felt like a glow-up fairy tale has slowly devolved into a public unraveling of epic proportions. And at the center of it all, none other than her on-again, off-again husband, Offset, the man who just cracked open Pandora's box and started letting all the tea spill everywhere. Now, we're talking about betrayal, lies, cheating scandals, career decline, fan backlash, and an image so carefully built, now falling apart like cheap lace front glue in the middle of summer. And if you've been keeping up even a little bit, then you know this mess is not new. It's been simmering for a while, but now it's boiling over, and the internet is watching it burn in real time. Let's rewind for a second. Cardi B, born Belcalis Almanzar, didn't exactly sneak into fame quietly. She stormed onto the scene from reality TV to Grammy-winning status with unapologetic realness, ratchet confidence, and club banger energy. She told us straight up, she didn't dance, she made money moves. But while the industry was bowing to her rising star, people inside her circle, especially Offset, were already planting the seeds of chaos that would later explode. At first, the relationship looked chaotic but cute, like that toxic couple you root for even though you know they're going to break up after brunch. But over the years, it became a cycle of cheating rumors, public reconciliations, surprise baby reveals, messy Twitter wars, and now, what some fans are calling the beginning of Cardi B's official downfall. Offset recently shook the internet when he hopped online, slick with bitterness and petty energy, and started hinting that Cardi isn't as innocent or powerful as she paints herself to be. In one post, he claimed she acts tough online but breaks down behind closed doors, and that she uses the victim card anytime someone questions her moves. Now, whether that's true or not, what's wild is that he's saying this after everything she stood by him through, especially the countless cheating allegations that haunted their marriage from day one. Remember the time his alleged side chicks leaked DMs, voice recordings, and even videos trying to expose him? Yeah. And what did Cardi do? She defended him, tooth and nail. But now that the tables have turned, Offset's flipping the narrative and letting it all out like he's got nothing left to lose. And speaking of losses, Let's talk about the one thing Cardi may be losing the most, her fans. The Barty gang used to ride for her like a loyal army, dragging anyone who dared say a word against their queen. But lately, the comment sections are looking a little different. Words like exhausting, embarrassing, and played out are being tossed around. One user tweeted, "We defended Cardi for years only for her to go back to the same men every single time. I'm done." Another wrote, "She had the world in her palm and fumbled it over a man who wears sunglasses indoors." Oop. And it's not just the fans. Industry insiders are starting to distance themselves, too. Collaborations are slowing down. Invitations are drying up. And even when she tries to clap back online, the energy just doesn't hit like it used to. It's giving desperate. Meanwhile, Offset is doubling down. In his most recent Instagram live, which, by the way, felt more like a therapy session in hell, he accused Cardi of manipulating the media and using sympathy to sell records. He even threw in a jab about how she's not the only one that made the marriage work and that he sacrificed more than she'll ever admit. Sir, what are you sacrificing besides loyalty? But what's worse is that these jabs are coming during a time when Cardi is clearly already struggling to stay above water in the public eye. Between court battles, brand deals on hold, fan exhaustion, and now her own husband turning the internet against her, it's no wonder people are calling this a full-blown fall from grace. But it doesn't stop there. Sources close to the couple say that Offset has been sitting on way more tea, allegedly even messages, photos, and audio that could ruin not just Cardi's image, but several of her business ventures. Some say he's threatening to leak it if things don't go his way in their divorce proceedings. Others claim he's just waiting for the right podcast to air it all out in exchange for a quick bag. And knowing how messy these two have been in the past, it's not impossible. Remember that one time Cardi accidentally posted a nude photo to Instagram stories and played it off like it was nothing? Yeah, these two don't exactly believe in privacy. And as much as people want to root for Cardi to bounce back, because let's face it, she's been a cultural moment, this time feels different. This time feels like we're watching a train wreck in slow motion, and even her most loyal fans are stepping back with their hands up like, "Girl, you're on your own." The problem isn't just Offset or cheating or even the mess. It's the pattern. The cycle of chaos. The refusal to walk away from the fire she keeps getting burned by. And now, the flames are licking everything. Her brand, her relationship, and her credibility. Oh, you can't talk about Cardi B's downfall without diving into the never-ending cheating timeline of Offset. Because let's be real, this man didn't just make one mistake. No. He turned infidelity into a full-blown lifestyle. From early on in their relationship, the streets were whispering about Offset creeping behind Cardi's back, and at first, she tried to play it cool. But the receipts